What's up, everybody? This is Axelwork over here. I decided to bring you a video from Ark, taking a bit of a break from Rocket League a little bit. I've had a few videos there. Decided to to give this a go. This will be my first video on Ark. Hopefully there will be quite a few, and I want to use this video basically just as an introduction. So I don't have anything specific that I want to do, but what I will be doing is kind of giving you a look into my base. It's not like some of these really big guys' bases and so on, but I thought just as a beginning, as a first video introduction to Ark on my channel, I decided to give a small introduction, have a look around my base and see what things look like. So as you can see, this is actually my base at this point in time. Excuse me. It's come a long way. Myself and my one buddy actually started on the server. So Scorched Earth, it's one of the NAG servers, and we actually started on this with a small little base. So basically there where you see the door, it was basically like 4x4 or 6x6 little base, and we started moving on from there. You'll see that this over here, this is actually my one buddy. He's the buddy I was talking about. He's actually also a new starter to YouTube. His name is Kai. So if you guys ever want to have a look, he's done a few videos on Ark as well. It's Kai. You can go have a look at his videos as well. So this is his base. He hasn't been on for a while because he's on one of the, I believe it's the Patreon server. So he's been playing there while apparently they do nice builds, and it's PvE and so on, so they don't go around playing on that server to kill each other. So yeah, that's kind of the point around PvE. I'm actually just quite interested though, because it looks like his base is open there. I'll have to check that out. So in any case, this is basically my base. I'm gonna run through it quickly, show you everything, what it looks like, and then I'll run over here afterwards. This actually was originally our garage, just basically the section behind the behemoth gate. So, but I'll get to that. So, if we come into my base over here, this is just a small little area, holding area. I haven't got anything specific for it. One of my other buddies and I decided to chuck a bunch of jerboas here. I don't know if this is all of them, but basically when we decide to go out, we can grab one of them and we can just run. If they fall off somewhere along the line or die, whatever the case is, it's okay, they're quick to tame. So inside this door over here is basically mainly for my melting of metal, and then obviously a few things that we need to do over here is obviously metal related. Got some storage here. I had a lot of gasoline, but I haven't really made for a while. This over here I generated with the metal, and then some of these over here are for oil and so on. And oil is so easy to get on the server if you have a pump. So there's a few other things with some narcos and some cementing paste, and I believe my one buddy actually put a whole bunch of well, there were quite a lot of blueprints here. It was a mixture between Ascendant and all your little ramshackles. He had some really good ones, but I see he's probably taken it out because he used to play on the center, and he probably took them with back then. So this room over here, this originally was kind of the whole size of the base for some time. Kai and I actually, if I can say, we split bases. So the garage that I'll run through just now, he actually landed up taking over that base, and I took over this base. He expanded there, I expanded here. So over here we've got, I actually think I do have a bunch of blueprints over here. I've got a few, nothing too fantastic, but yeah, I've got a few here and there, nothing too fancy. And then we've got a bunch of random things. Here's a bunch of saddles that I put in here. Basically our area for crafting things and building. I mean, this is pretty much the main part of the base where we will spend most of our time, most of my time at this point. This is actually the only generator in my entire base which is actually kind of centralized in the middle of the base. So I think it's in a pretty safe area. I'm just going to repair this generator quickly. The only thing about Scorched Earth is those generators take damage really quickly if you're online. In any case, we played around a little bit. Originally had 2 seats here. We just made it interesting. This room over here has got a bit of a story behind it. You can see I've got a hole here, and it's really not a complete section. I actually wanted to get rid of it. Originally, above this area originally used to be our first breeding pen, and after we realized after our first 2 wyverns that we raised there, they're just way too big, way too big, and we needed to remove this whole section. So afterwards, when we converted it to basically open space, which I originally wanted to make like a bedroom and nonsense like that, I actually came here and there was one foundation that it almost seemed like everything was kind of relying on, and when I removed that foundation, half of this whole section just fell to the ground. I lost everything that was there. There was storage, there were items in there, there was turrets on the top. Luckily I could still retrieve some of them, but there was some stuff that I lost, and I had to rebuild this whole section. I just haven't bothered touching it again because it's kind of like a little death trap. I don't want to have to redo the base. This is a PvPvE server. It used to be quite busy, but it's quieted down now quite a bit since the flyer nerf has come in. There's, I believe, absolutely no mods on the server, so it's become quiet. So we've got 2 fridges here with a bunch of eggs. There's some very low level eggs over here. This is actually one of my other tribe mates who put them in here. It's actually my brother's son, basically. So we've got a few things here. Here's actually a bunch of meat and things. I've made some jerky. This actually I fill with cooked meats for my travels and so on. But I've obviously haven't been here that much, so they've all disappeared. So I've got a bunch of storages, everything that I put in here. I've got my clay and my stone and chitin and hide and whatever. And over here, over here is kind of my garage that I built onto the base to hold some dinos. Got some, as you can see, I've got a Quetzal used obviously for mining metal. Something interesting about this, actually, something that I realized in Scorched Earth, you've obviously played Scorched Earth, you've got your storms, and you've got your heat storm, which, no, it's not the heat storm, sorry, it's the sandstorm. The sandstorm actually would generally affect your stamina and your bird stamina. And strangely enough, something I noticed, you can see that I'm inside the foundation. I literally cannot be seen, and I realized that when you do this to your Quetzal and you fly around, it's not affected by the sandstorm at all, and neither are you. So I found that very interesting. So in case you're interested in doing something like that, here's basically what it looks like. It's your standard thing, but just do it in Adobe. So then you should be sorted. I basically just have 2 foundations on, or 4x4 basically, or 2x2 I think it would actually be. So it's that over there, and you've got a few things, ramps over here, and give it a go. So in any case, so we have this garage, basically, if I want to call it that, which I've got 2 levels. Originally I now had basically 1 level of turrets. I have increased that a bit. I haven't been here a while actually, so I've got an increase that I've made like little corridors and everything, so now I have 2 levels of turrets basically. I wanted this to be protected. You can actually see I haven't finished off those 2 parts. That's quite an interesting wall actually, because I used a railing on the outside. I actually have my my metal walls, and the inside I have my adobe. So I was busy converting it because that area it was so super hot. The moment you run into that area, you actually immediately start dying, and I think it's like 15 seconds. If you don't get out of there, you're dead. So so this is pretty much my holding area of all my my dinos at the moment. There are a few other dinos in Kai's base over there. Got a little dino door here, so if I need to get something out and in, then I can do that. Protection wise, that's kind of why I did that, so I can get my dinos around here. So that over there is a small little breeding pen that I did, and as you can see, I've got a few pteranodons. I call them pteranodons, some people call them pteranodons. It's ultimately the same thing, really. So I've got a few. I think I breeded 2 of them, I think it was, but I'm trying to kind of make a collection, I guess. In any case, so that's my little breeding pen. It's very small. While I'm here, I'm actually going to show you. I created like a little hidden room, which is basically where I will sleep at night. It's underneath my base, so I feel that I'll be quite protected there if somebody had to try and attack me. Because if they don't look properly, they might see this as a pillar, maybe. So I did it for being able to hide, basically. So we've got this section over here. I'm actually going to show you from the inside. I'm going to come in here. I think it might be a bit hot, but I wanted to put that on. Create some ambience. In any case, so I have a little water thing over there. I've got some salt here. This is actually my one buddy put here. Now I've got this room here, which is at the moment is kind of empty except for this side here. I originally wanted this room to be basically my work area, and it landed up just not happening that way. So I basically have my items over here, which are for basically just to try and get charcoal, so that I can make bullets. But I haven't done that in a while, so I think I should still have it's actually, I think I've taken out here. I think this side might still have. Yeah, so I have used it a bit. I haven't put wood back in to have a look. Put wood back in to try and get more charcoal. So this door over here just kind of leads me outside here. I can run around this edge, put railings around just for cosmetic purposes. Run around this side, same sort of thing. I've got all my turrets kind of all the way around here. This is the outside area. That base is the other tribe mates' bases and so on that they started building. There the idea was to try and have like a village type of thing, type of effect, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't think they play that much either, so it's become pretty quiet. I've got a door here that can also come out here. Originally this was the only way out onto the roof, which was this, and then it kind of extended upwards. So I've spent so much time on this base to make it different. I've got a whole bunch of different rooms. My one buddy actually said to me, if somebody had to raid me, they would give up because of all the little different rooms. So this was the room that I was telling you about that originally was just filled with storage boxes, and I had everything in here. I still have a few things. So I've got odds and ends in here. Pouch, which I don't know what I'm going to use for over here. I've got a bunch of armor and a few things. I think over here I actually have my death horns. Was it here? Yes, there we go. I've got some of my deathworm horns, so killed a few of them. Got angler gel, got some black pearls. So in all honesty, I haven't played on the server too much in the last while, so if anybody sees this video, send me a comment. If you're from the server and you need that, let me know. I'll come give it to you. I don't use it, so I wanted to actually use those death horns to try and tame some mantises, which I haven't done yet. Maybe I'll actually try and do that in the next episode. In any case, you can see I still haven't fixed this section, but so we got a ramp up here. Got another door up here, same sort of thing. Originally up here we had it extended a little bit that way. We had a turret, I think 4 turrets up here, but as you can see it's expanded, so I've just left it here. In any case, there's this little room which currently is completely empty. This I wanted to make like a kind of a bedroom really. I wanted to put some glass in here, make nice little glass walls so we can see out, kind of make it an interesting little bedroom, which I'll show you. Kai actually did that on his section of his base, which I'll show you, which is actually quite interesting. It was actually just behind that gate. I'm still interested in that hole in his base. In any case, so up here I put steps. For some reason that last step doesn't show, but I can actually climb up there. So I decided to build a elevator to get myself up and down here. I need to maybe look at putting on the side of the base. I can do it from ground level all the way up. I did this because I use these wyverns quite a bit. So generally I quickly come on here just to get a wyvern, get some meat, feed all the dinos. I've actually got a little wind turbine here, and then I've got my pin over here to open up my my behemoth gate into my garage if I need to get in or out. So if I had to go and farm for metal, I would open it up, fly out, land here, close it, and go fetch the metal, and then obviously the same thing when I come back. Alright, so in a nutshell, that is pretty much my base. It's maybe not the most fancy base, it's maybe not the most snazzy base, but I'm quite impressed with it. It took me quite a while. For one person, I think I did pretty well. So if you have any ideas, any changes you think I should make, anything I should add, please feel free to drop a comment, and let's have a look. Maybe I'll add that in the next episode. Maybe make it an episode on its own to add on to it, build whatever it is that you have, to give me ideas. Let's see. So this over here, we originally started building, which I would almost say we abandoned the idea, but it's still an idea that I'd like to do. But it became a bit of a starting point for a tower of defense, so basically a tower of turrets that we just wanted to build up high. One of the ideas was to be able to fetch an alpha wyvern, bring him to base, and just let those turrets just rip into him and take him out. We've actually done that with a bunch of these turrets that I had here. I actually, funny enough, I have no idea why or how that happened, but I actually had an alpha wyvern actually just fly straight into my base and come and land here, and it just started attacking this poor guy's base. So you can see that this wall is quite damaged. It's almost completely damaged, and it made holes in it. It destroyed the base. Those turrets, I just started running and putting on turrets onto wild, and I just took it out. Sad part is when I wanted to get the milk, one of the RGs that were here just ate it up and lost all that milk. In any case, so the idea was to build a tower over here so that the wyvern, or alpha wyvern, can just be taken out by the tower and kind of just fly around it and just kill it. So I actually want to take you on a tour in Kai's base as well. So originally this section was used just for... I actually need to have a look at this. The spikes are gone. There used to be spikes there. Now, originally we left it open so that we could get in and out very quickly with our so there's procoptodons or something, those kangaroos. But now this is kind of just allowing people just to come into our base. I'm starting to notice that Kai's base is starting to disappear in a way, or decay. It used to have a double ramp up here. I'm hoping his dinos are still alive. I'll have to feed them again. Alright, so in any case, so that used to be our garage, this area over here. This is our first starting point, and we built levels up. And then we started building onto the... Oh, I see his generator's also gone. There's wyverns. This is very strange, I haven't been in here in a while. And this used to be our base, and then we just kind of expanded up into this section of the base. Hopefully I can get in here. It actually looks like... Oh, wow. The whole inside has decayed. He used to have... Oh, I wish I could show you this. He's going to be quite disappointed that that's not going to be on this video. He had a whole ceiling of... this music's actually quite loud. I'm hoping it's not too loud on this video. he had a whole ceiling of the greenhouse ceilings here, and it actually looked really cool. You had these dinos that were in there and so on, which actually looked really cool. That's disappointing. Alright, in any case, so this became our official wyvern raising pen, this level here basically, so that we could raise them over here and bring them out into this area over here, so that they can grow here and then they can fly out, which worked quite well. We originally, before we really learned how it all worked with the milk and so on, we actually hatched 5, and I think every single one of them died. It's kind of sucked. So I'm hoping I can just get past them. I wonder if I'm not going to be able to get up. There used to be ramps that went all the way up here. That is really disappointing. We're going to have to fly up there. Oh, as you can see, he hasn't been on in a while. So down here is he kind of did the same thing actually. I think he did this first before I did mine. And let's just maybe set the gamma up a little bit so we can see a bit better. So he built this over here, also has a little protection area. I think he originally started off with it being like a, what do you call it, a place to raise his little jerboas, I think he did. But yeah, jerboas seem to be a bit tough. In any case, let's just quickly do this again. He did a double little thing here, which is quite interesting, creating his own little vault. Alright, let's just get out of here. It's quite disappointing that his base started decaying. I'll be interested to see what it's going to look like up top, because he had a huge section on top. It was basically his loft, bedroom type of effect. So, I see I'm about to actually run out of food. It just shows for a long time I actually maintained this place and just made sure everything was fine and so on. Which I'm going to have to probably do again sometime. Let me just get to my wyverns quickly. But on top, it's going to run through. It becomes a bit of a pain sometimes if you need to. Oh, okay. If you need to run through and get to the top, it's a bit of a pain. I kind of had to start getting to the point of fixing that. I'm not going to use the elevators. Just be quick at doing this. So you see this section, and I'll end up climbing up on top. So. Let's quickly grab this wyvern. I see his food is still fine. Let's have a look what's happening with his base here. I doubt he's been raided. It's probably decayed 10 to 1. That's probably what happened. So. It's actually quite sad. I don't want to jump in there because then I'm going to get stuck and see if I can fly in there maybe. See if I can do that. I can land there, that's fine. At least I can do that. Shame, man. Alright, so yeah, this section over here was basically his base area, or his little like bedroom kind of effect. You can see down here that's where his dinos are. It's actually quite sad because there were 2 levels. This top level, this level kind of up here, basically in line with what those ceilings are, was a glass section where his wyverns were. Yeah, so I see there's a big hole. I might need to just close it up for him because now everybody has access to his base. Sure. I'll actually do that after this video. I'm not going to do that and bore you guys to death with repairing something. So, in a nutshell, that is pretty much an introduction to my base, to Ark. If anybody of you on this server watch this video, feel free to give me a shout if you need anything that I have. I obviously don't play on this server too much. I've also been very busy, so I haven't really had too much time to play. Feel free to give me a shout and ask me if there's anything that you would like, anything that I have that you want. Alright guys, but thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, click like, subscribe, leave a comment, give me some ideas, and should hopefully see you till next time. Actually, before we go, it's quite funny, I wanted to show you this. My one friend gave me a very interesting haircut, if you can call it a haircut. I look horrible, but that's why I decided to rather leave it this way. But thanks guys, I'll see you again, and keep well. Cheers.